Does the follow unfollow method on Instagram still work? No, it does not. But like also, it kind of does. So it's a no and a yes, and you have to hear me out. The way that a lot of people do this method is they just spam people with a bunch of follows. Although that used to work on Instagram, it does not work anymore. But you can still get crazy amounts of growth on Instagram using the follow unfollow method, as long as you are doing this method correctly. I'm gonna show you some of the results that we have been able to get on some of our clients' accounts using the follow unfollow method. I'll put them on the screen right now. So as you can see, you can still get amazing results using this method on Instagram, as long as you're doing it correctly. And we've actually taken it one step further, and we've combined the follow unfollow method with the mother-child method, which if you're not familiar with that, I suggest you go watch another video on the mother-child method. But combining both of these methods together will get you even more results. Check out this account right here that we have done work for. It has gotten over 30,000 new followers in 1 month from us combining the follow unfollow method with the mother-child method on Instagram. In this video, we're going to be going over everything that people are doing wrong to make it so that they are getting blocks on Instagram and to make it so that people are not following them back. We're also going to be going over what you should be doing to get great results using this method, and how we are getting great results, like the results that I showed you consistently time after time using this method while other people are not. I'm giving out tons of value in this video because this is my video after I just hit 1,000 subscribers. So this is kind of like my 1,000 subscribers special. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me and supported me so far. It's been a little bit over a year. It's been a long road to get here, and I'm excited for all the content that I'm gonna come out in the future. And I could not have gotten here without each of you supporting me and subscribing to me, so thank you so much. Also, having this many subscribers, which I can't even imagine 1,000 people. I mean, if you try and put 1,000 people in a house, they'll be overflowing out of the house. So that's crazy. But also that reconfirms to me that I am actually giving value to people. I'm teaching people stuff that they are actually taking and implementing, and it is helping them. So it's good to know that the information that I'm giving you guys is actually helping you. As a bonus in this video, I'm gonna be shouting out 2 different accounts. I'm gonna be choosing 2 different accounts to shout out. So I'm gonna shout you out on my account that has over 200,000 followers. All you gotta do to enter in to win is subscribe to me, leave a comment on this video, and follow me at Digital Dustin on Instagram. Here's the winner from the last video. I'll put him up on the screen right now. Okay, enough of this blah, blah, blah. Let's go ahead and get back into the value of the video. There are a lot of people who are using this method that are not getting great results because Instagram is either blocking them or people are not following them back when they're targeting them and following them. And this is because a lot of people just go ahead and spam a ton of follows to people, and they don't put much effort into it. They're not targeting the right people, and they're just spamming people. They don't really care about if the other person actually wants to see their content or not. They're just trying to push their content onto that person without thinking first, is this person actually gonna find value in my content? Neither the end person who's gonna get your follow is going to like that. They're just gonna see it as spam. They're gonna be like, why is this person targeting me? They're gonna go to this person's profile and they're gonna see, oh, I have no interest in what this person is posting, and they're not gonna follow you. So then you're essentially just wasting your time if you're just spamming out a ton of follows. Also, Instagram doesn't like this. Instagram knows when you're spamming out a ton of follows, you're not following their limits or their rules, and they will block you. A lot of people have been getting blocks from doing this, and a lot of people think that they're actually getting shadow banned from sending out too many follows in this manner. So you really have to be safe and smart about the way that you do this. So let's talk let's talk a little bit about how the follow unfollow strategy works. So what you're essentially doing is you're targeting people who would likely find value in your content, and you're going ahead and following that person. And this works because you're sending them a notification straight to their phone, straight to their device, with your brand, and they will see that you checked out their account. They'll go ahead and see who you are, check out your account, look at your profile, look at all the posts that you're posting, and decide if they want to follow you back or not. Following someone is not the only way that you can get their attention on Instagram. There are different forms of getting someone's attention. You can like their content, you can comment on their content, you can view their story, you can reply to their story, you can interact on their posts, you can send them a DM, and if you really want to, you can also pay for ads to get in front of interested people. So why then does everyone just opt to do the follow and follow strategy and target people with follows when there's all these other kinds of or different ways that they can engage with people? Well, the answer is really simple. When you follow someone on Instagram, it is the form of interaction that will get you the best results, which makes it the most effective. It's the cheapest, it doesn't cost you anything unlike ads, and it has the best follow back rate. So let's kind of go over this a little bit. Let's say if you follow 100 people, you're gonna see about 5 to 25 of those people following you back. And the amount of people who follow you back really depends on your targeting, the quality of your content, how your bio is set up, what your name is, what your profile picture is. If all that is set up correctly, you're gonna see more people following you back. If you go ahead and like 100 different accounts' content, then you're probably only gonna see at max 5 people actually follow you back. And this is because following someone really stands out more. If you DM someone, it goes into a separate area than your other DMs now. So DMing someone isn't really as useful as it used to be, and liking someone's content doesn't really stand out because there's a lot of other people liking content, and Instagram groups that into one notification now. When someone follows you or when you follow someone, that is a notification by itself when you go into the little notification center, and it'll also have a follow back button right there in the notifications. So when you follow someone, it makes it really easy for someone else to just click that follow button in their notifications when your profile pops up. Now, most people don't just click that button, they will actually go into your profile. They will check out what kind of content you got going on. They'll read your bio. They'll probably check out your links to your profile picture. They'll probably check out all of that before they actually decide to follow you. They want to see if your content is worth their time. So now that we have gone over how the follow and follow works, let's go over how I can get results doing this method so consistently that I actually have a business based around this method for growth, and how you can take what I know and apply it to your own account so that you can grow. Now, I need to start off by saying nobody likes spam. If you just spam a ton of people, you're not gonna get good results. Nobody likes spam, but people do like human interaction, human connection. So you need to take these strategies and use it to build up a community around your content and your profile. You need to create human connection using these strategies. You shouldn't just spam people and not care about what they want or what they think or what they feel. You need to think about what they want and what they feel, and you need to be mindful of this. Not only is this the right thing to do, but building a community rather than just spamming people will help you in the long run and will actually get you better results. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about how you can make this work for your account. So you need to target the right people. This step is super crucial. If you're targeting people who do not care about your content or your mission or what you're trying to do, you are not gonna see good results. You're not gonna be able to build a community around this, and there's no way that you can ever monetize these people coming in to your profile. So make sure that you spend a lot of time looking at who to actually target, who you wanna bring into your community, and go out and target those people. When you're sending follows to people, you also need to work in other types of engagement. So as I said before, the other types of engagement would be commenting on their content, liking their content, viewing their stories, and you can't do more than like maybe 30 follows in 1 hour. You need to go ahead and mix in some other actions in there too. And the more actions that you're mixing in with those follows, the more actions you'll be able to take without getting in any sort of trouble. If you immediately get some sort of or block, you know that you did too many follows and you need to work in other actions. Also, make sure that you warm up the account. You shouldn't just go for the max amount of actions right off the bat. So let's talk about what the limits really are and how many actions you can be doing. So once you have warmed up your account to this much engagement, this much interaction, you can go ahead and do about 40 follower and follow actions in an hour. And you really need to be mixing in other actions in there with those 40 if you're gonna go ahead and ramp it up to 40. I would actually stay at around 30 just to be safe. And even if you're doing 30, you still need to work in other actions in there and not just be throwing out a ton of follows. When you're fully warmed up, you can also get up to about 200 follower and follow actions a day. If you're really good with your account and your account has a really good trust score, you can even do more than that, but I would really advise staying at 200 or below just to stay safe. When you follow people, don't just immediately unfollow those people. Make sure that you stay followed to them for about 3 days, maybe even longer, and the longer you stay followed to them, the better. This will give you a chance to actually interact with their content while you are following them, start to create a relationship with them, see if they're gonna follow you back or not, and then if you really don't want to be following them after, you can go ahead and unfollow them. And when you unfollow people, people are gonna unfollow. That's completely normal. But if you're actually giving value to your audience, they're not gonna unfollow you when you unfollow them. So make sure that you're giving them value to make sure that that drop off when you unfollow people isn't too high. To make sure that your targeting is on port, to make sure that your targeting is on track, make sure that you're tracking the follow back rate, the amount of people who are following you back from certain sources that you are using. When you're targeting people, I have a whole video on this, so go check out the video on targeting people, but you're gonna target based off of other accounts or hashtags or whatever it is. Just make sure that you're tracking how many people are following you back from those sources so that you can refine down and make sure that you're only targeting people who are interested in your content. You don't want to be spamming people who are not interested, so you definitely want to be refining this and only be targeting people who will find value in your content. It will also help your follow back rate increase, which is good, so you're going to see better results and more followers per month when you do this. When you do get people following you back, communicate with them. Either, that can be just simple engagement like liking their stuff, viewing their story, but you should actually be engaging with them, engaging with their content, bringing them into your community. You need to welcome them into your community and not ask them for anything. When you bring them in, do not ask them for anything. You should be giving them value. It's all about giving your following value so that they stick around and you're building this community of people that you can eventually monetize. When you communicate with people when they come in and they follow you, you're creating a relationship with them, and then when you eventually unfollow them, they're less likely to unfollow you, and you're really getting to know this person and you're creating that relationship. Another thing you need to do is actually have good content. That way when you target people and they go and check out your profile, they're gonna see your content is all quality content. It's all content that they want in their feed. You're essentially asking people to put your content in their feed. So think about, would the people that you're targeting, would they actually want your content in their feed? If not, then you need either better content or you need to target different people. You also need to think about your profile picture and also the name of your account. These are both things that people will see. These will definitely help get more people into your community if these are both very attractive. Having your bio set up in a way that tells people why they should follow you is super important. You need to tell them in that first line exactly why they should follow you. For example, something that I would put in my Instagram bio in that first line would be, follow me to learn how I help people grow their business using Instagram. So this tells people exactly who I'm helping. I'm helping businesses, and what I do, I'm growing Instagrams. So as soon as a business comes in and sees my profile and they see, oh, this guy helps businesses grow their business through Instagram, they're gonna say, okay, I wanna see the content that this person has to offer me. I hope that I've been able to help steer you in the right direction, and you really need to take the next step now. You can learn a ton of stuff online and just take it all in, but it has to be you who takes that next step and actually takes the action to become successful using this method for growth. I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, definitely leave me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more Instagram growth content like this and you want to be in my first 10,000 subscribers. Definitely subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.